What is up, everybody? Thanks so much for watching. I can't believe it, but in my lap, in my hands, is this beautiful Shawn signature Mongoose Retro by James Tyler Guitars. I'm so freaked out I can't even say it right. It's a James Tyler Mongoose Retro Shawn signature model. And yeah, I'm freaked out about it. I go way back with Rich Rankin. He is the general manager over at James Tyler Guitars. As a matter of fact, he's been here. He was hanging out. We talked about this thing. Okay, I'm hanging out here with Rich Rankin. He came down to hang out so we could talk about this new guitar.
Hey, well, let's see. We started talking, last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems like it a little longer than that, yeah.
I've, full disclosure, Shawn and I have been friends a long time, and, it's our partnership with guitars and stuff really stems from friendship and stuff, and Shawn had already had Tyler's in the past, and Jim had built Shawn another guitar that's in another video, and last year I was talking to Jim, and I called Shawn and I said, hey, we want to do a Shawn Tubbs guitar. Like, what does Shawn want?
Yeah, which really still didn't register to me. I was like,
what does that mean?
What does that mean? Like,
you're going to make me another guitar? No, I want it to be your guitar with your name. I said, what do you want? And I think he said, well, I need another guitar. Like, I need a hole in the head.
Yeah, that's where it started. But as I scanned my room on the phone with you, I was like, man, what I do not have is just either a dog ear or a soap bar, single pickup, tone, volume, done guitar.
Yeah.
And then it kind of went from there, because then I started getting smart alecky about the bridge as we kept talking, because we decided it needed to be the Mongoose.
Yeah.
And that was going to be killer.
Yeah.
And then it went from, okay, what bridge? And that's when we started getting smart alecky with I did, with the half telly kind of split bridge thing, so it could be string through the body. And and then I obviously wanted,
which is a sound.
It's very much so, sound and tension.
Yeah.
But I also very much wanted, everything besides the fretboard to be mahogany, body and neck, rosewood fretboard,
all that business.
Mm-hmm.
And they call it a cut down telly bridge, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I put on the build sheet. So
cool. Then that's what it's called.
And obviously being a fairly simple guitar, the pickup's super important. So I just put you in touch with Mike, our pickup guy, who has his own cool company called Sonic Pickups. You look him up.
Yeah, and Mike is such a sweetheart. He was so patient with me because I just was using all I wanted it to be stringy but not too stringy. I wanted it to be fat but not too fat. I wanted it to be hotter but not too hot. And I could tell he was like, but no, he was super cool. And then we ended up doing the chambered body, which you can hear, like, this thing is crazy loud.
And that's just in the room. And the sustain. Like, just before we started filming, I was like, what? And our stuff sustains. Everybody who has a Tyler knows there's something about the way we put it together where there's a lot of sustain consistently, but this one's just crazy sustain.
Yeah, it just rings like crazy.
We're calling it the Shawn Tubbs Mongoose, but it is, obviously we've had the Mongoose for a while, but we just did some stuff that we haven't done before. Like, since it was going to be single P90, I just asked Shawn, I said, send me some photos, and he's just sent some photos. So my guy Ed Lang cut this out, and we designed it, and I moved it around. I said, do this, do that, and we came up with that. And I said, what do you want for knobs? And, he told me, and I said, I got even specific. I said, where do you want the numbers pointed?
Yeah. Yeah, because it took a second for that to register when you asked. It's like, where do you want the numbers to point? I'm like, what?
Yeah. So when you look down, 10 straight at you, and that makes the volume and tone this way, because by default at Tyler, we kind of just put, stuff like that, especially Strat knobs.
Yeah.
So. But, and I did that with Dan Huff yesterday when I took his guitar back. I left the mid boost knob off on purpose, because mid boost all the way up is 10. So I said, which way do you want it? Because you don't want to be pulling that knob on enough. And I wasn't sure. I had to pull it off to fix a wire. And he goes, I never thought about it. And so, and then I showed him, oh yeah, put it on that way. So it's important, because sometimes you do use those numbers.
Yeah.
Klusons, we did Klusons. We did...
and that was my request. Honestly,
we love Klusons, though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's so much quicker to have lockers up there, and you can just restring it so much quicker. But
But you know what? The sound comes from the tuners too. We're not so, crazy to think that maybe there's something to it. There's a look too that's just so classic.
It's just so classic, and that's what I was going for, all the way down to the script logo, the James Tyler logo. With California.
We do multiple logos on our headstocks, and we can because why? Because it looks like that.
That's one of those Tylers.
There's a little secret something on the back that none of you will ever see.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, basic black and cream. It came out. We spec'd it out, and you don't know what it's going to look like when it's on paper. And when it came out, it was just like, what?
Well, that was a Les Paul Standard guy in me, like a black Les Paul Standard. To me, was just always so classic. So I was like, black and cream.
As of when this video goes live, we'll be taking orders because we already are ready. So, you can hit your local, dealer or whatever and get her going.
Yeah, get it out in the
Shawn
wild.
Tubbs Mongoose.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're clear on the specs of the guitar. All mahogany body, mahogany neck, smaller headstock, smaller James Tyler logo. It is chambered. It weighs 6 pounds. It's got a soap bar, P90 in it. It's got this Wilkinson cut telly bridge, string through body for more tension, super loud, super resonant guitar. I can just feel the whole thing shake. The way this neck feels is unbelievable. The edges are slightly rolled on the Rosewood fretboard. These frets, I guess they're kind of medium-ish, maybe a little bit bigger. The fretworks on a Tyler is just untouchable. The main thing for me in going with a guitar like this was just really wanting to have something that was just truly expressive, along with just having something that I have zero guitars like this. And that's the main thing. That's why I wanted it to be so simple. One pickup, volume, tone. This guitar plays itself. So yeah, for someone like me, I like to be plugged into an amp. I'm using a D40 back there, actually on the overdrive channel, but just a slight amount of overdrive, so that I can have the guitar pretty much do all the work. So, my start point, might be I'll roll the volume back a little bit and the tone back quite a bit. I can go from that to rolling everything all the way up. But even if I just back off, still really expressive. If I want just a fatter single note tone, just roll the tone control off and leave the volume all the way up. So I rolled the tone down to like 4-ish. Super fat. If I needed to cut more, I'll just roll the tone all the way back up. And it's also just nice and expressive. Just when I switch from pick to just fingers. So yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. It's got all these amazing just contours. It only weighs 6 pounds. The chambered mahogany body. is just so resonant and loud. Like I said, the neck feels amazing. The frets are awesome. Every appointment on this, is really what I asked for, and they were so kind as to even consider doing that for me. So this is the Shawn Tubbs signature James Tyler Mongoose Retro. Yeah.